What's up, guys? Just make another quick video here. This is day 17 of the countdown to Cataclysm. We have a third host here today. Chris, you might remember him from about 2 weeks ago. He was on the forum. I think it was like the first or the second forum we had. Before it was even called the forum. But so he's gonna be saying a couple things. He'll be on all the shows today, actually. He's watching a hockey game right now, so it might be kind of quiet. Also here with me today is Jim, and of course you guys know me, Toddy. So pretty much one thing I wanted to talk about today, one thing I didn't like from Wrath of the Lich King was basically, I'm going to talk about one of the zones, actually. This is going to sound kind of weird, but it's like kind of a different thing. In Burning Crusade, we have very unique zones, like just the artwork, basically. Like in Nagrin, I think Nagrin is my favorite zone that we've ever had. Of all the places in the entire game, I think Nagrin has always been my favorite because it just had that virtual world kind of feel to it. Had floating islands everywhere, water coming off the floating islands. Where's water coming from there? I don't get that, but it made sense in a game kind of way. And it was just such a beautiful landscape that it just worked. Alright, and there's a lot of lore in it too. There's so many epic things happen there. Thrall met Garrosh. Thrall met his grandma. Now Thrall is becoming, like a better shaman there as well. Nagrin's a big orc war place, and even somewhat for Dread Eyes too. So it's a nice one. Plus, the PvP in Hala in Nagrin was always intense back in Burning Crusade. At least the server that I was on. I know some servers they say it wasn't really much. It was just like the ones in Hellfire, just kind of, if you just happened to be there, you just were kind of there. But the servers I was on, Hala PvP was like 24/7 non-stop, kick-ass shit. And I'm sure Shibby remembers that. Shibby.
What?
Comment.
No, dude, I'm doing other shit. Come on.
Fine. It's Hala PvP. You don't remember that shit? Whatever. So one thing, but as I was saying, the Northrend zones, like one in particular I really didn't like was Zoldrak. I hated Zoldrak. I found it very boring. Maybe it's just me, but I'm really getting tired of the whole troll stuff. We've had a troll instance so far in every in original WoW, of course, with Zolgarub, Zul'Farrak. I know there's one more. It's on the tip of my tongue. I can't remember. Let's see, Zolgarub, Zul'Farrak, and then I know there's like one more, but whatever. And then in Burning Crusade we had Zul'Aman and
Temple of Akar.
That's it, yeah. Right? Yeah, that's right. All right, and then in Wrath of the Lich King we had Gundrak and the Drak'Thuron Keep. I hated that. I hate that place. Yeah. If there is one instance in this game that I honestly just utterly despise, it's Drak'Thuron Keep, because I have had to do it so many times for that random daily back when it actually gave you something. Like there would be a few weeks where I got nothing but Zoldrak every day, all week, and it just annoyed the hell out of me. Especially, it's an easy ass instance, of course, but when you do an instance so much like Nexus, it's just it gets so boring where it's unbearable.
And Nexus, I killed this boss 50 times.
Right, and I think that's why Blizzard wanted to make so many more 5-mans. They did that with TOC, then they came out with surprisingly 3 more. When Lich King came out, when Ashcan Citadel came out.
Yeah, they did a good job with the the last three.
Halls of
Souls, Reflection.
Halls of Reflection was a very nice design. I liked the fights in there. Mainly
the waves
because
were fine, but the end part with the Lich King, people are still complaining about that.
yeah. See, I liked seeing DPS have to get a challenge in an instance for once, especially in Halls of Reflection. You know, their damage was reduced in one of the boss fights. They would constantly be targeted by the rogue or something, and you know, the clones from the mage would sometimes get them. The DPS actually had a challenge. I liked that. Me being a tank, it didn't affect me, except for I had to go around taunting again. But that was no problem. But you know, I just
hide in your corner so I can get aggro. Tanks.
And the one thing I do have to say I did like, this also to do with instances. So I guess it's kind of like a PvE day. Kind of feels like that too. I kind of want to go do an ICC right now, just for the hell of it.
Arathi Basin, man. Call to arms this weekend.
Oh, that's right. That's why there was those premiums going on.
My favorite battleground.
I think my favorite battleground is probably Alterac Valley. Well, actually, I gotta take that back. Alterac Valley, it used to be my favorite, but then everybody started zerging the boss. But I remember, like, about 3 weeks ago, there was this one Alterac Valley I did. I got 316 honorable kills in one Alterac Valley. I know to a lot of people, honorable kills don't mean much, but that was pretty cool. One thing, to wrap this up, one thing I did like about Wrath of the Lich King was, actually raid the Malygos fight. The Malygos fight in the Eye of Eternity was unique, it was intense, it was kick-ass, it was everything. And it's one fight that has, in the third phase at least, retained its difficulty, because you can't really, like, it can't really get easier no matter how good your gear gets, because as far as I know, I don't think the Drakes in Eye of Eternity scale to your gear, like the ones in the Oculus do and the tanks in Ordoar do. I think the Drakes in there stayed exactly the same. Yeah, alright, that's about it for this video, so we'll see you on the vlog and the forum.